Hello everyone, it's me, Chaz. And to the person who requested Gyromancer, I have good and bad news. The good news is, here it is. The bad news is, you're not likely to get a Chaz play out of this one. And I'll explain. In fact, I'll be explaining a lot of things. So, probably, I said I would be coming out to, do more Chaz plays and stuff now that once I've settled in moving and all that, and, unfortunately, that has not come to pass, because I am very terrible at making the best of my time. My job consumes most of my time 5 days a week, sometimes 6 if they're feeling plucky. And I work 2 to 10 every day, which means I wake up either towards the end of the afternoon because of the previous day of being tired, or I wake up early to go do things, like have breakfast and use that free time to fiddle about on my phone on the drawing program I'm using, which, no, you guys probably wouldn't know I draw, because I don't exactly advertise that too much on YouTube. I do have stuff on my Minds account, so if you follow me on Minds, you will more than likely have seen some of my recent drawings. So yeah, I'll put that in the description, because I'm a bit more active on Minds than I am here on YouTube. But yeah, so my life has basically been work. That is my life. I have been working, I have been paying the bills, I have been living, I have been drawing on my phone, which I have been loving. I've been creative as hell in a lot of aspects, but nothing to really put out aside from my drawings. And my brain just kind of ended there because I was too focused on the game. See, I am terrible when it comes to Let's Playing and stuff at this point. I have lost my edge. I have lost the ability to talk and play at the same time. I'm growing old. I'm like almost, what am I? I'm like 36, 37? How old am I? I don't remember anymore. That's how old I am. I'm old enough to the point where my hands are actually starting to hurt or lose circulation for no goddamn reason. I might be getting carpal tunnel. I might be getting arthritis. I don't even know. You see, it's a mystery to me. I just know that my hands on occasion hurt or lose circulation, and it's fucking annoying. It's not doing it right now, thankfully. But, yeah, just thought I would point that out. Shit, I'm gonna get wrecked here, aren't I? Unless I can get an attack off. Let's... Okay, do that. Yeah, I win. Good job. But yeah, that's essentially been it. I've been creating, just drawing. I've been drawing. I've been eating, sleeping, mostly working, hanging out with Cybernethy on occasion. And that's basically it. I'm also sorta kinda working on the story for someone's game right now. I'm not gonna say too much on that because it may cause issues or something, so we'll just leave it as a mystery that I'm handling the story and plot of a particular game, which I find exciting. That's a first time for me, but hey, I wanted to do something in game development, and I do like making stories. Been making a lot of that in my head while at work for my own purposes, so might as well put that to good use and help this guy make his game. So and once it's out, I'll do the big reveal of haha, it was me all this whole time, and hopefully you'll enjoy the game, and hopefully my writing will be competent enough that it will be liked. I think I'll do pretty good. I typically know what goes good for a story. I think one of the key things when it comes to story making is that it's definitely the characters. If your characters are not likable, if they don't have a personality, if they're too OP, or they're too Mary Sue, or you know, there's tons of examples of very bad characters, especially these past years when it comes to movies, comics, and media. And it's very easy to know what makes a bad character. Not to say what makes a good character is easier because of that. It is slightly easier, but making it is still the huge problem. And when you got a lot of characters and stuff, that gets a bit difficult. That may become a bit difficult if you're not familiar with how interactions between people and characters go. It's hard for me to explain, honestly, if I'm making any sort of sense. But characters are a number one thing in story. Having a good story that's not terribly convoluted, that makes sense in the grand scheme of things in the game or story's world, very important, I think. Because if shit doesn't make sense in the game or story world, if it comes out of people's asses, people pick up on that and they're like, oh, what the fuck? Again, plenty of examples of that in current media and movies. But, yeah, I'm going too long on that one. So, yeah, hopefully I do good with that. Hopefully when the game is finished, I can make a video and be like, hey, here's the thing I worked on, surprise, go play it, if you want to. And all that fun, happy stuff. But aside from that, here comes probably the bad news portion of the video. And that is, because of the way things are, mostly because of work, I have basically no time. I have no time to be doing videos like this. I have no time to be doing Let's Plays or streams, unless I'm on vacation or something. Or if I'm sick, like today, because I had a very... I must have ate something terrible, because holy shit... Holy shit. That's the best I'll put it. Not because of fear of YouTube's algorithm, because fuck you, YouTube, and your algorithm. I am not beholden to your stupid algorithm. I don't make money off you, I'll say whatever the hell I want. But more because I think you can get the gist by, I ate something bad, holy shit. I know you people have intelligence. I respect your intelligence, and therefore I don't need to tell you things like like, comment, and subscribe, like the good brainless sheep you are. You can do that if you want to. I'm not telling you to do it. You don't have to. In fact, you probably shouldn't subscribe or anything, because I don't make videos. I come in once in a while to explain why I'm gone, and be like, I'll do better this time, guys, really, honest, truly. Totally, this time I'm back in business. And then 5 months later, it's like, I fucked up. I did a fucky wucky. Oopsie oo woo. Congratulations. Yeah. So, that is pretty much it. This video was to tell you that, I'm basically retiring, effectively. Yep, I be retiring. I, can't do videos anymore. I do not have the time. I wish I did. It'll probably happen in the future that I'll have time to, but by that time I'll be really old. Like, we're talking estimate maybe like 45 or 50 maybe. Probably 55 more realistically, if that ever happens. I don't know. Depends on how things in the world pan out exactly. So, yeah, it's been fun when I was doing stuff. I enjoyed making videos, and I I did at one time try to monetize it. That was through... Oh man, should make like a retrospective video just going by the old stuff. I remember I had a brief monetization period where this guy, Ultra J-Man, hooked me up with... That's a name you haven't heard in a while, I bet. A guy named Niles. He was a pretty cool fellow. He was kind of acting like a producer sponsor thing, and we had to pretty much name drop him in the credit in our description and stuff. I think that was during Fear 2 that I probably had him as a that he was probably sponsoring me when I was trying to make money off YouTube. Didn't last too long because things did not pan out as expected, which makes, that happens. And I remember YouTube once trying to hit me up with their partner program, and I'm like, fuck no. Because I looked at the terms and conditions and all that, and it's like, you want me to censor myself. No. No, I will not do that. And to this day, I have not regretted that choice whatsoever. Because every update YouTube has had, every change YouTube has done, every giant YouTube apocalypse that happened, adpocalypse, whatever the hell you want to call it, that it has vindicated my initial choice to not join the partner program eons ago, back when it first started. And another major part of that decision for me was, it's like, I realized that if I started, doing Let's Plays and stuff for money, it would become work and I would start hating it. And lo and behold, that is a common thing I saw happening to a lot of popular creators on YouTube when they were starting to burn out and everything. Because they had to keep up with the algorithm, they had to deal with all the red tape, they had to keep pumping out videos non-stop just so they can make that sweet, sweet ad revenue, because YouTube pays fucking peanuts unless you're a god-tier YouTuber. Like, none of that knowledge was imparted to me or figured out back in the day when it all started, but in hindsight, it dodged a bullet, honestly. I wish I could have done that, and if things were different, if I wasn't going to be beholden to censorship and all that, I would regret it, but I don't. I don't regret not being a super popular YouTuber. Which is, kind of sucks, because that means I wouldn't have had all the fun aspects of having a huge community, of being like Markiplier and PewDiePie, having their fans making memes and animations of their greatest moments in the Let's Plays. There's perks and benefits to both sides, but I probably would have been burned out hard if I had somehow ended up like those guys instead of what it is today. And I would not have taken the fame and popularity as well as they do. Kudos to all those guys, Markiplier, Pewdie, and the rest, who somehow still managed to pull it off to this day. Speaking of other YouTubers, if you know my buddy Cybermathy, he likes these games. He's also trying to make a game too, based off a little series, little cartoon series that he's trying to make, called Unix United. He's making a stealth game in the vein of the old Thief games, and he's actually getting a playable demo ready up. He has a couple of people helping him out with that. He's the idea man. He's got a good artist on his side. He's got some legit programmers on his side as well, helping him make that. Money's just the issue, so he's got Ko-Fi, he's got Patreon, I think. He's got a million different things, including streaming for bits and stuff on Twitch. If you want to go check him out, see if it perks your interest, and if you want to help him achieve that dream or not, it's your call. But I'm sure he will greatly appreciate the support if you find what he does entertaining and or wanting to see come to fruition. I'm not sure if he's. I think he's focusing more on Twitch streaming than YouTube video making these days. He does have some recent YouTube videos, but I think he's focusing more on streaming because he wants to try and make a living and stuff through that. So good luck. He's doing pretty well. He obviously could do much better. So, hey, good. I think he's, what am I even saying? I'm trailing off. See, I'm still terrible at this. I was doing good, and I trailed off. Because I'm trying to find out which gem I'm going to swap here in order to not die horrifically. Because I want to get that sweet... Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we got it. Now we're rolling. I'm totally gonna get bonked by that. So, what else? Do I got anything else here? Do I have anything else I want to impart and or say? Because this is kind of the farewell video. It's like, the last one. Unless I go back on that, you know. You never know with me. You just never fucking know with me. It's like, oh god, he's gonna come back, and he doesn't come back. Oh god, he's never coming back. Oh, he came back. I mean, it's like, I feel like the universe tries to spite me in that regard. It's just like, oh, he wants to do that thing? Fuck him. We're gonna do this instead. You know, for better or worse, that is. You know, that is what has been the constant, and, you know, at this point, I'm making no promises. I'm just gonna tell you the facts straight up, because that's all that really matters, is really the facts. And the fact is that I work a lot, and I have little time, and I'm not optimistic in my ability to do shit in a time-consuming fashion. If I do something, then I do something. But, yeah, if I do something, I do something. It's kind of, you know, because I do like video making. I don't hate it. I love making these videos. I do like editing them and doing silly little effects and stuff in the background or in the front. I loved doing some of the things I did during the Omori playthrough, which was, of all things, that's the last official Chaz play of all things. Kind of sad about that one. I love doing the adding in the chat interactions, since I was streaming that and just uploading the recording and everything in Vegas. Sony Vegas, not the city Vegas, just so we're clear. And that was fun. I loved learning all the little effect stuff that I've learned in Sony Vegas 12 when making videos. Stuff that I was figuring out from all the way back in Warframe, when I made Warframe recordings. When I figured out how to pull off the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to be continued meme, I felt so fucking smart. I still love that. I love that video. I don't know if I have a clip of it on here. I should have a clip of it on here still. I think. I think it might be in it. Yeah, it might be in the Chaz Bits area. But it was the one where I was unlocking a pathway to one of the other areas of the Warframe map, where it's like, it does that big old build-up, and my Warframe's kneeling in the middle, and it shoots out a fucking teleporting laser off into the distance. And I spliced in a slightly hue-toned explosion of Alderaan scene in there. And then I segued to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to be continued thing. That was, I still makes me laugh to this day. I'm easily amused with that kind of shit. Call me simple if you want to, but at least I can laugh at simple shit. Man, I'm just kind of like rambling here. Like, this is gonna be like a short and simple goodbye video now. It's like, I'm now 21 minutes and 2 seconds into this shit, and I'm just like kind of rambling off random things because it's like, it's the goodbye party you never want to end. You know what? Let's just do this. We'll just talk. We'll have like, you know, have a couple of drinks, eat a sandwich while I'm playing Gyromancer. We'll pretend like this is a stream, but it's not a stream. It's a video because you're clearly watching it here as I'm failing to find a gyro gem to switch here. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm doing this. Yay! No, I didn't want to do that. I'm really screwing up here. How about that Star Wars? Has anyone been watching the Book of Boba Fett? I've been watching it with a couple of friends. Honestly, I'm enjoying it. I am very much aware of a lot of its problems, but at the end of the day, I'm still amused and entertained by the show, despite its problems. Just saw episode 6 the night of, or rather morning of, with said friends. And, yeah, I gotta admit, that, but this is actually spoilers, so I probably shouldn't mention anything, huh? I gotta say, I'm getting the feeling that, they're pulling a lot of inspiration from Seven Samurai on Boba Fett here. Like, I think we're going into Seven Samurai territory, because a lot of big names, quote unquote, in the Star Wars lore is, they're effectively coming together. Even some fucking characters I haven't seen because I never watched the Clone Wars cartoon or read certain comics. But apparently this one particular badass bad guy showed up in this recent episode. And he fucking terrifies me. On a scale of oh, what's the least threatening thing? On a scale from Porg to Black Chrysanthemum, he ranks just under Black Chrysanthemum for me. Black Chrysanthemum terrifies the shit out of me. The first time I saw him pop up in Boba Fett, I'm like, holy fuck, this guy makes me scared. He exudes power. It's like this big-ass Black Wookiee comes in, and he's just fucking menacing. You know this guy's gonna rip your fucking arms off if you piss him off the right way. And it's like, even when he just kind of briefly shows up in this previous episode at a round table discussion, and just like, god damn it, Black Chrysanthemum, he scares me, but in a good way. Like, I like that feeling I get whenever I see him. And this bad guy that shows up, who's just under Black Chrysanthemum on the oh fuck meter, yeah, I'm just like in silent awe, because he exudes that same threatening aura. It's amazing. I like feeling those kind of things when it comes to characters and movies and shows. It's a feeling I don't get often these days. But anyways, back to Boba Fett. A lot of people have like a kind of, oh, what is it? They're not quite on board with the show. They are very angry with it, and I can understand why. And a lot of that reasoning, unfortunately, is because of Disney's fuck-up. Because they decided to do what they did with Dave and John, who made The Mandalorian, and The Mandalorian was supposed to be the Boba Fett show, but unfortunately, Kathleen Kennedy or whoever else in the in the bigwig tower of Lucasfilm and Disney were like, you know what? No, we're not going to let you do that. You can make your own thing, but no, we're not going to let you make a show about Boba Fett. No one wants Boba Fett. It's like, okay, fine. We're going to make our own show with Baby Yodas and hookers and Gina Carano. Until you fucking took away Gina Carano. Fuck you, Disney. But, yeah, that's essentially what happened. Mandalorian was supposed to be Boba Fett. And because of that, well, that leaves a very big problem when it comes to crafting a story full of a bunch of characters. It's because you can't have two Boba Fetts on set. Or rather, you can't have two of the same character in the same story. Like, I mean, you could, but it leads to very bland characters. It leads to a bland feeling, because then you got your two main guys who are the same, and that's not gonna work out too well as much as you think it is. You can't have two silent badasses who are both mercenaries who disintegrate people on the fly and whatever. You can't have that. And Mando Din Djarin, his proper name, he is effectively. You can't confuse him with Boba Fett, you know, because he has his own Beskar armor, which is very, very polished. I like how it's all polished constantly. and he has a moral code about him, which is the way, because of his affiliation to a particular religious sect of the Mandalorians. So you can't argue. It's like, how the hell would we have the same character if Boba Fett stayed the way he did, being the not-so-talkative mercenary badass that kills people on the fly? Well, that's where you start getting into the more simpler aspects of character development, when you boil them down to their core assets. Where it's like, if Boba Fett stayed the way he was, it's like he still got a very non-talkative man of action guy who kills people, and you know, how the hell do I put this? You kind of get. I'm hoping you get in the general gist of what I'm saying here. It's like, if Boba Fett stayed the way he is, the complaint would be it's Mando is Boba Fett or Boba Fett is Mando. That will be the complaint that comes out. I would guarantee it. Had history gone a different path, but because of how things went, John and Dave had to be like, okay, we need to effectively change someone's character here. And since Boba Fett has not a huge amount of character development, because he's, you know, again, he was a silent, no-nonsense, doesn't give a fuck bounty hunter for hire who worked for the Empire, that doesn't leave a whole lot of character development for him. So they decided to fix that problem, I guess, would be the way to put that. And being in a Sarlacc pit for, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 years, however long it's been since Return of the Jedi, and whenever the actual events of the Book of Boba Fett start, that's a long time. Even if it is just 1 year. 1 year in a Sarlacc pit. Can you survive a year being hooked up to a fucking sandworm's indigestion system, slowly devouring you whole? I don't think you would survive that, because that means... Because the only reason you're alive is because the worm is fucking bleeding you dry, and it's keeping you alive just for the sake of bleeding you dry. That's, if you don't go mad from that, or you don't have an epiphany about your own mortality after somehow escaping that hellish fucking torture chamber of sorts, good for you? I can't imagine even Darth Vader. I can't imagine Darth Vader not having an epiphany about where he stands if he got stuck in the Sarlacc. But I'm just guessing shit about that. Point being stuck in the Sarlacc pit does shit to you, so that's reasonable to me. if you think about it like that. They should have made it a bit more obvious for the people who can't think a bit past the surface of what's being shown to them on TV. But I don't know. It's the whole discussion about Boba Fett it's a bit of a war zone. I think honestly the fans need to chill down just a little bit. Because what they're doing, justified as it is, their anger be, they're going to end up being the ones who actually kill off Star Wars at this point. Like, John and Dave, for whatever mistakes they've made with Boba Fett, you know, it could have been far more worse if Kennedy was at the head still. Need I remind them of the High Republic? With the giant fucking rock named Geode. You have a character that's a oh god. This is now a Star Wars channel. It's a bit ridiculous, but it's very hard to. God damn, I'm so bad at words here. It's hard to really have a definitive stance on it, because either way, from what I see, is, you know, if it's your choice to just totally ditch Star Wars, then so be it. But at the same time, it's like, it has a chance. It has a chance still. There's hope there. There's still some light, and I feel like the fans need to be like Luke Skywalker and Vader. Like, they need to be Luke and still see the light in Star Wars that's left, and try to bring it out before it's too late. Because even though Dave and John have had to do some finagling, change Boba Fett to be more of a benevolent crime lord of sorts who doesn't disintegrate people just for the shits and giggles of it. They gotta realize that it would have been much worse off if things had not panned out the way they have when it came to Lucasfilm and Dave and John and Kathleen Kennedy, all that other bullshit. Go watch Doomcock's videos if you want to learn all about that, because that's too much stuff. I'm name dropping everybody I can at this point. I think there's hope. And Boba Fett, as much mistakes as it's made during its 6-episode run so far, it's picking up and it's starting to definitely hit okay, this is getting good part. And, I don't know, maybe I'm just more forgiving, maybe my understanding of things when it comes to character and story and how shit is supposed to work out is what gives me insight to why I'm not totally on board with Star Wars fans in completely dropping Star Wars. I don't know. I just think they gotta be more like Luke Skywalker and try to hope that Darth Star Wars returns to the light, if you will. For as much as the fans, at least the ones I know of, like to go into Luke's backstory and when it comes to The Last Jedi and stuff and say how they changed him as a bastardization and all this other stuff about how Luke should have acted when it came to his father and all that other stuff in the original movies, you would think they would remember that when it comes to this particular scenario, because to me it's similar-ish. Star Wars is Darth Vader and the fans are Luke Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker, aka the fans, they're kind of given in to hate, lead to dark side, it does. Can't believe I'm talking about Star Wars on this channel. I can't believe I'm talking about Star Wars. Why am I talking about Star Wars? Because it's stuff I've been watching. Been watching Nerdrotic and all the others talk about Star Wars, talking about stuff. Oh, hey kitty, how you doing? Hey Sarah. Kitty. My cat wants to say hi. you want to say hi, Sarah? Or do you want to stretch on the desk? No, she wants to go. Say hi. Say hi. No? Oh, there we go. Probably didn't hear that because the music's louder than her. But yeah, I've lost track of where I was ultimately going, so yeah. I'm liking Boca Boba Fett. I think it's gonna end on a pretty big note. But I'm more worried that that it may end up being for nothing because the fans are so pissed off with the franchise right now. Which, you know, that is their prerogative. If they wish to dump Star Wars and, you know, leave it to die in the dark instead of trying to lead it back to instead of trying to nurture it back to the light, then, well, that's on them. And if it does pan out as they say, and it ends up being the ultimate of bait and switches, well, then that's what happens. I can only predict so much of the future, and I can only foresee so much. But I do understand all angles of it. I do understand that everyone's pretty much fucking done with being bait and switch, taken advantage of, being denigrated by Hollywood elites and actors and a whole bunch of people who just shit all over him. They're sick of it. I'm sick of it. It's like, why would you do that? That ain't fair. That ain't nice. That ain't cool. You shouldn't be doing that. Especially when these very people are also the same kind that like to preach about, you know, we need to be together and, you know, peace and love and diversity and inclusion. Like, come on. Practice what you fucking preach, at least. So irritating. So much to talk about, so much to gripe upon, so much to everything, but I've gone on for about 38 minutes now. Feels like it's been an hour to me, honestly. It's actually been 38 hours. 38-hour energy. 38 minutes. I got no fucking moves here. God damn it. Oh, man. Now, I was deciding on what game to play while doing this little goodbye video of sorts, and I was torn between just doing Minecraft or doing playing either some Hades or Binding of Isaac or Craftopia, which I just recently got, which it's fun. It's fun. I haven't had much time to delve too far into it, but it's decent. I can't wait to get more of the more advanced stuff and see how really fun it gets. Then I'm like, you know what? I owe somebody a Gyromancer video, so I might as well do this since I am clearly not going to be able to let's play it. This is unfortunate, but I've already gone over that. So no need for me to repeat myself, which I've probably done a bazillion times at this point, just talking about fucking Star Wars. By the way, if you don't watch them already, Neurotic, very fun channel. Friday Night Tights gets me very excited. Oh, he locked in. You son of a bitch. Oh shit, you're a... Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle! Oh dear. Yeah, there we go. Hit me, daddy. Yeah, it's a thing. I kind of lost track of what I was saying, so yeah, given I'm running out of steam now, I probably should end this video at this point. Fuck. How long has this channel been on? It's been like... how many years? Like, since 2009? 2007? I don't remember. It's been a long time. A lot of things happened. Remember... shit. Yeah, I started... I forget. What started getting me Let's Playing? It was either the Sea Scrab or Ultra J-Man. Probably the Sea Scrab. Man, that's a name you probably haven't heard in a while either. Probably a name you've never heard of, depending on when you joined YouTube. Those were the days. Very strange, fun times. Stressful too, to a point. God, I remember the Let's Play war. That was utterly stupid. It was this big ol' fucking snafu that happened between Something Awful and Let's Play YouTube Let's Players, and I ended up getting caught in it somehow. I think probably because they were kind of fucking with Ultra J-Man, or they were fucking with one of my other friends, probably Gaming Pixie. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know if she's doing okay. And yeah, there's this guy named Shieldthroat. That's a name for you. And yeah, he was kind of doing this big old troll movement, I guess, to kind of fuck with Let's Play YouTubers, because I think one of them attacked the Sea Crab or something. Like, either got his video taken down or striked, or just made a shitpost video on him or something. Basically, they attacked him, and that set off a big ol' fucking clusterfuck of trolling and harassment and other bullshit. And I got wrapped into it, and people were taking sides, and it was really stupid, and, you know, looking back on it, it was just... yeah, it was just stupid! That's the best way I can put it. It was so fucking stupid now in retrospect. And I remember there's this one Let's Player, I think his name was Serotonin. And he's like, you know, he gave me good advice, which I didn't take, because I was, you know, stupid, emotional, young kid. And he said, you know, just ignore them and focus on doing fun stuff or whatever. And, you know, it's like, what are they gonna fucking do? And he was right. You know, what the fuck are they going to do? Now, make a giant YouTube fucking troll war. That's one thing they did, but I digress. It was very stupid and stressful. Well, and you don't usually see these things until you're a little bit older. Back in my day, growing old and shit. The Chaz years. Oh, memories. So many memories. I am still like impressed at that one Minecraft video I got, where I apparently nailed getting a super rare green screen. Oh, you son of a bitch! You son of a... oh, well played. Well fucking played. You bastards. AI, man. That's what I get for not paying attention. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I'm running low on HP. I need to make this attack. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Yeah, you don't really figure out these things until much later in life, or get smart about it. Nice. That looks like... Hello there. Hi there. How you doing? Why not? I'll voice act it just for the sake of finality. You truly think we can trust those fairy tales of the lore of the wood? Bad enough Denno believes such nonsense, but you, coming from someone who tried to kill you with all... Shh, quiet. Someone's coming. So, we finally catch up with the elusive Christ Kingsley. The King's Hounds. They wasted no time. The woman is a ranger, the man a mage is of surpassing skill. Oh, well. No time to dialogue, let's just kill. Oh, and it ends on the best battle theme! Gotta crank this shit up.
Damn it! I was hoping to get a gyro chain. Ah well, let's see that in instant replay. I think I said replay game. Did you not? Oh, I had to literally press F5. I've beaten this rival in submission. What now, Ravel? Wait, no, I didn't want to skip. Fuck me! I am so sorry. I am fucking up everything right now. I'm fucking up everything. Victory! Well. Converting coins into gil. You know, I have a theory about Gyromancer.
I feel like I think Gyromancer takes place in the Final Fantasy Tactics world, at least. That's my theory. I mean, there's nothing in here. There's not a whole lot of stuff that kind of leads to it in Gyromancer, except a few couple key things. One is more the political intrigue that's in the story of Gyromancer. One is the fact that Gil is the currency, which I know that's a weak sauce connection right there. But I don't know. That's just the feeling I get. I don't have too much to go on it. I'd probably have to play through the whole game just to see if there is anything more that gives credence to my theory on that matter. Turn that down. But to wit on that one, Vagrant Story, if you've played Vagrant Story, very fun old Squaresoft game. You can max out the hours on that thing and still not find everything. And my brother has done that, and that is one gaming achievement I'm proud to be associated with. But Vagrant Story, I think, was confirmed to be part of Ivalice, of the Final Fantasy Tactics world, which, by proxy, is part of the world of Final Fantasy 12 and not 11, though. 11's a different Ivalice, if I remember right. Gaming talk is fun. I like this. I wish I could do this more often, but I don't got the time for it. The only reason I'm doing it is because I was blowing out my ass the entire morning. Couldn't go to work. No, I know. I love you too, Sarah. My pet, my kitty's cuddling me. Yeah. Yes, my girl. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah, my pretty kitty. Yeah? Okay. She's like, I don't want to speak into the microphone, just pet me. Pet me, Dad. Okay, I'll pet you. Alright, so this has been going on for about an hour, so, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but as far as it stands right now, time and life do not allow me to do a consistent schedule of Let's Playing, so yeah, I'm real sorry about that. But thank you all for watching me for this long, or even sticking around this long. I guess at this point my channel's just an archive of everything I've done. So, hell, enjoy the classics. And if you want to find any other good Let's Players to watch, I would suggest Manly Badass Hero. He plays a lot of horror video games and RPG Maker horror games, and a couple of other weird anime games. He's got this very sexy, calming voice. Like he's just got a sexy, calming voice. I love it. So go watch him if you don't watch him already, and if you like horror games. If he doesn't get freaked out and scared by very many things, so that's kind of the fun part about it, is that when something spooky happens, he kind of nonchalantly riffs on it, or if he does get legitimately scared, he doesn't freak out like certain others do. It's more a calming horror experience than a freaky jump scare kind, if you catch my drift. Who else can I throw at you? If you're wanting to keep in tune with stuff going on in the world from a not supported point of view, for lack of a better term, Nerdrotic is definitely one of them, especially when it comes to comics and movies and entertainment. Geeks and Gamers is definitely one I would highly suggest, especially on the gaming spectrum. If everyone is basically welcome there, even if you don't agree with them, so that is something that is always valued. Because people can disagree and be friends, and the cast of Geeks and Gamers prove that on a daily. Who else can I throw at you here? Again, Cybernethy, my pal Cybernethy, he does thief playthroughs of certain mods and sometimes just general shenanigans. And you've probably seen me and him stream together on Minecraft and a couple other things. He also has his Twitch channel, which you can go see him play Thief or whatever he decides to be playing. Maybe some Might and Magic or whatever. And, what else do we got here? It's hard to, Oh, yeah, there's also Razor Fist. He's a hodgepodge of things. I'd probably describe him as spoony, but more metal, and not as psychotic. But that might be a matter of opinion. But, yeah, Razor Fist, he does a lot of political commentary. He also does a lot of commentary on heavy metal, video games, and a couple other things. He also has done some very superb reenactments of the old radio dramas of The Shadow. And if you don't know who The Shadow is, I highly suggest you check it out. At least check out the radio dramas, or maybe even his audiobook readings of a couple of the Shadow novels. The Shadow is basically Batman before Batman. And it's good stuff. I'm kind of hooked on it too. Razor does a good reading of that. I love it. He's also done some reviews of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It's given me a much more deeper appreciation for Deep Space Nine. Like, I didn't appreciate it as a kid when I watched it. I preferred Next Generation when I watched it as a kid. But now looking back on it, I fucking love Deep Space Nine. Sisko is the best captain. Like, he fucking punches Q and doesn't give a shit. Just bam, knocks Q the fuck out, and Q's like, Picard would never hit me, and he's like, I'm not Picard. Put in that fucking meme where the sunglasses fall down and play Snoop Dogg. I love Sisko. Best fucking captain. But not as good as the ultimate pairing of Bashir and Simply Garrick. Plain Simple Garrick. Oh man, I'm just fucking nerdgasming at this point. So, this is fun shit. This is fun shit to talk about. Like, I'm gonna go on another tangent at this point. Make this video longer than it needs to be. What can I say? It's fun. It's fun reminiscing about this stuff, about better times and whatnot, especially given how things are. But yeah, we probably should look a bit more towards the past in terms of the good times to remind us of what's lost and what we should probably try to regain. Some of it probably isn't going to happen, but it can be recreated, rebuilt if we just kind of avoid the bullshit that tries to lead us astray from that. And there really isn't a simple way to put it, really. My thoughts on it are, like, so complicated. Like, the words are in my head, but getting them out of my mouth is, like, another thing, and it fucking irritates me that I can't just say what's on my mind, or it just doesn't translate. It's so weird, so annoying. But, let's see if I can kind of nutshell that. Like, don't take for granted the things that give you joy, be they small or little. And, hell, even some of the things that sometimes piss you off, on occasion, like, your parents, your mom, or your dad, or brother or sister, like, a lot of people focus on the bad too much, and I think that's kind of how we've ended up in the state we are when it comes to the world right now. It's just so full of yelling and screaming and hatred right now, and people just keep focusing on it. One, because, well, it's kind of a fast food entertainment, if you will. Like, it's funny to laugh at, you know, the really stupid negative shit that happens in the world, and make fun of those who are clearly in the wrong in other wrongdoings. But it's like junk food, it has a negative consequence, and it kind of fucks you up ultimately if you consume too much of it, and that's no good. And then you end up kind of forgetting or not seeing the good stuff that's right next to that, or around you. And then once it's gone, then then that's really that's where the regret sets in. So, I guess that's kind of what I wanted to go for when I was rambling on about Star Wars. Like, yeah, it's in a dark spot right now, it is, but it's trying to get back on its feet right now, and it's doing good things, but it's also making mistakes along the way, and you know, mistakes happen. Mistakes are how we learn, and sometimes mistakes may be things that are misinterpreted by others who were expecting a different path or something. And the only way to overcome that stuff is, well, by trying to look a bit deeper and understand those things. And if you can't understand it, then, you know, try to get the other side the other person to understand, or somebody who does understand, explain it to you. And you may not get that understanding. And if you can't understand it, even after checking all avenues that could lead you to that understanding, then, you know, just leave it be. You don't have to go on a unholy pilgrimage to purge it from the world or anything, just leave it alone. I don't know. Being human is a weird thing. It's complicated. But, I guess that's kind of what makes it so interesting, despite all the pain and drama and suffering that comes along with it. That's effectively our story being written. That's why we like listening to stories of similar nature, of drama, of loss, of victory, of fighting wrongs, and all that other stuff. It's similar to our own stories. Except unlike the comics and movies and all the other stuff we like to enjoy reading and watching and playing, our lives, our stories only get one shot at it. We don't get a remaster, we don't get a reboot, we don't get a HD Platinum New York CSI Miami Platinum and Knuckles edition featuring Dante. We get to we get to live our story once, and that's it. So, it's probably a good idea that we try to make it the best. So, before I make myself become an emotional ball of tears from my own fucking words, God, why the hell am I even? Yeah, just take care of yourselves, and, thanks for watching all these years, thanks for watching this long if you've gotten through all this, and, if you haven't played Gyromancer, go play that. It's gotta be stupidly cheap on Steam by now, I think, or GOG, and, yeah, if I somehow find the time to make a video or something, then, you know, then it happens, and if I don't, then you still have a plethora of stuff to watch until YouTube collapses, or for some reason they decide to delete my entire channel for who knows what reason. I don't know. But yeah. Thanks to everybody who has watched. Thanks to everybody who still comments on my videos. Thanks to all the new random people who still comment on my fucking Minecraft video from ages ago. Just, thanks a lot. It's been fun. It was fun entertaining you, even if I wasn't very consistent about it. And it was good making friends along the way, too, from it. It's, it's something. It's something good. That said, I am ChazDragoon. And you guys have fun.